How can you depict the sense of resurrection in as little as 1/8 note? That's what we're going to look at today in Dr. Doug's tips for how to write great LDS church music. To help us, we're going to use hymn 136 from the LDS Hymnal, I Know That My Redeemer Lives. And now, let's take a quick stock of the key that we're in, because that matters a lot. We are in the key of G major. See, we have 1 sharp. We're in G major. We start with this 5 chord, and then we eventually get to the 1 chord over here. So it's a bit of a delayed gratification kind of opening. We don't start with the 1 chord. We start with 5, 5, 5, and then we get to this 1 chord on the fermata. But let's zoom ahead to look at this moment of quick 8th note resurrection depiction. This may be one of the most commonly misplayed parts in the entire hymnal, with this little C sharp happening in the tenor that then goes to C natural, the next bar. I've heard it played wrong a million times, but it's actually where this little magic happens. So we get to the end of the chorus, and we end on this word feed on the bottom left-hand corner. Feed, and then we get... All right. Look at what's happening in the melody. The melody, da-da-da, just going right up. Right? First scale degree, second scale degree, third scale degree. Now the bass is on its way down from the 6th scale degree to the 5th scale degree. And that 5th scale degree is really important because 5, 5, 5, 5, 5, 5, 1. So this whole bar is basically 5. But we get 1, 6, 4, more specifically here, and we get 5, 7 here. 1, 6, 4 is the 1 chord G major in second inversion, which has the same note in the bass as the 5 chord. So they happen together all the time. But before we get to that, like I said before, we have this lovely contrary motion. The soprano goes up, the bass goes down, the alto stays the same, and then the tenor takes advantage. Okay, tenors should not normally take advantage. They're too incorrigible. But in this case, it's the perfect tenor moment that depicts this sense of resurrection. Now, to depict this, let me play this passage without the C sharp, with just the C natural. It's going to sound weird to you because you're so used to hearing it with the C sharp. But listen to how it actually does work. Okay, I'll play the last phrase here. Okay, so C natural, that works just fine. But when we add, oh, that C sharp, he lives. It's this raised feel that gives this emotional whoosh. It's very quick. It's just an 8th note. Da, da, dum. And what happens because of that is that then the C natural, which is normal and belongs to the key, sounds super fresh when we get to it. Because we have the C sharp. I played too many notes there, but you get the point. So, why does that work so well? Well, there's a lot of reasons. We don't have time to go into all of them, but I want you to focus on one really cool thing. When you're at the end of a piece and you're about to go 5, 1, there's this raised 4th scale degree. Taking that raised 4th scale degree, that little caret on top means scale degree. The raised 4th scale degree, C sharp, wants to go desperately to the 5th scale degree. Very much like the 7th scale degree wants to go to the tonic. Well, if you raise the 4th scale degree, it desperately wants to go to the 5th scale degree. Okay, so because we're aiming for this moment of 5 chord, right before it, we point to it with the raised 4th scale degree of this leading tone, this half step below the 5th scale degree, and it gives the whoosh moment, which makes it feel like this resurrection bit, and then the blessings thereof come with the lowering of the C sharp to C natural, and we get that super delicious sound. But it's not as delicious if we hadn't had the C sharp a minute ago. So we're resurrecting and therefore being blessed, and we're depicting all of that with the tenors, of course, the heroic tenors. C sharp, C natural. Okay? This is a fun little technique. If you're aiming for the end of your piece and you want something that gives that positive, almost muscular hurrah victory feel right before the end, approach your final 5 chord with its leading tone, the half step below the 5, like the C sharp to the D here, and it gives you that whoa feel. And notice, nowhere else in the piece does it do it quite like that. There are other C sharps, but none of them work quite like that. This C sharp is C natural, C sharp, D. Very useful, but different. It's not B, C sharp, D. It's C, C sharp, D. So it feels like half-step motion because it's all half-steps. Is that the only one? I thought that was the second one. Maybe that's the only one. It's unique. So not only does it give you the whoosh feel of resurrection, it's the only time it happens. And if you only let it happen once, it makes it more special. Why is Christmas so fun for little kids? Other than the reasons it should be, because it's Jesus' birthday and on and on and on. Because it only happens once a year, right? If you had Christmas every weekend, it would lose its potency, its power, its specialness, okay? Same thing in music. All right, that is your composer gem for today. If you enjoyed that, please hit subscribe and ring the bell and share this with your friends. And hey, let me know in the comments below if there's other types of content you'd like me to create so I can serve you better. Thanks for hanging with me. If you'd like some more free tips on how to write great LDS church music, please head over to latterdaymusiversity.com. See you next time.